Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to another video. This time we have the Battle Labs free-to-play edition. We're going to play from my secondary account, where the only things I have at my disposal are going to be Dark Metal cards at level 3 and Dark Metal cards at level 2 for this alright. I also have Nora Snow Glow, but again, that's free artifact that you can get. I'm gonna have a Gearless Raven, and I don't have a Battle Labs or Deathstroke to help me out, so if you have those two characters, this will be a far better experience for you. For the first fight over here, we have Flynn Suckerman with Nora Snow at level 5. Now, actually at level 3 on this account, it's level 5 on the main account. We have Firebox on Dr. Fate to do a little bit of an infinite combo, and we have 3rd level Dark Metal cards on Horrific Scarecrow. And basically the game plan here is to just make sure we deal as much percentage health damage as possible. This clone got tagged in a little bit earlier than I would have wanted it to, but it was my mistake. I failed to combo and chopped over there. And generally speaking, the clones are not gonna have a great time here, because I can't infinitely back off, because he will eventually use his special too, and he's going close to super move. It didn't get tagged in ideally, because usually I tag them before the super move, so this doesn't happen. But it is what it is. First clone is out of commission with only 1/3 special, successful. There's special of our own there because we were not done with the basic Flynn Suckerman yet. Dr. Fate doing a little bit more of an infinite combo. Flynn Suckerman back in there. And I'm going to block here. There we go, we got killed by a special and we blocked that. We're going to use their special here. I'm going to try and spam jump attacks, but sometimes he hits enough times to trigger a special, so the AI, even if you block into jump attack in the corner, some characters that have fast enough combos are going to be still hitting you, because the requirements for the AI to do a special while you're blocking is going to be usually 3 to 4 hits. And if they're fast enough, they can do that in the time frame when you're blocking into jump, and also squeeze a special in there, because the jump thing is going to be a little bit delayed in terms of when the damage happens, basically. So even though you're in the animation and basically hitting him, he's gonna be able to use a special and break out of it. So yeah, we're just gonna try our best here to do as much damage as we can in the time that we have left here. Keep doing infinite combo with Dr. Fate. Flynn Suckerman back in there. It's not gonna be huge damage from this point on, because we already did the percentage health, but it's gonna be something. Also, that's Dr. Fate got yeeted out, but by only the last part of the 3rd special. Playing those fights, and I was not able to make many teams work. Again, you'll have a far easier time if you have Battle Labs and Deathstroke. I don't. But I feel like this man might be maybe the hardest boss for the free-to-play side of things. Also, it depends on the skill cap. I did mention this in the previous video, and somebody commented that the dark side is going to be harder. And boy, I would much rather fight dark side, honestly, than this man. But at the same time, dark side can be harder if you are unable to combo and chop. So that's also something to keep in mind. It also depends on what tools you have at your disposal, also in terms of the ability to play the game. So yeah, basically I think if you can't combo and chop, then yeah, dark side is going to be much harder. But if you can combo and chop, I'd rather fight dark side, honestly. But yeah, I don't necessarily dislike this man, because he's not hard in an unfair way. I mean, the special 2 is a bit unfair, because you can't block it, it's going to be used from any point in the map and did one-shot stuff, but other than that, he's a fair fight. You're going to get killed if you stay for long enough in the madness, but you don't have to stay in the madness. You can back off from it, and you can even still keep him in the corner, because when the madness expires, and this is exactly what I'm doing here, you can have a window of 2 seconds to reposition yourself before the next madness drops, and even if it happens off screen, there's a sound. So a little bit of advice: if you want to keep him in the corner and you don't want madness beneath you, when you hear the sound of it despawning, back off a bit and it will get put further from you next time. And I mainly found this useful with the Batman Ninja team, so there's definitely counterplay to his mechanics. You can combo and chop him after 2 hits, but it is by far not an easy combo and choption, and it's one of the most punishing, because if you mess up and he starts hitting you and he uses a special, you're gonna be done for. Obviously, unless you're using the Batman Ninja team, in that case you're gonna be fine, you're just gonna lose some time. I really love that he misses that last part almost every single time, because then I'm not forced into using a 3rd special. I don't activate the passive, Our third special in there. 2 hits, combo interrupt. There, if I block when he pushes me a bit, I was on the madness. Gonna back off again. Sadly, I think you could, in theory, include 2 third specials in a cycle before having to back off to not have the mana spawn beneath you with the Batman Ninja team, but to do that you need to use the second third special on the lower combo. There we go, I backed off again. Second special, just to reset that. He's got super move available. There we go, we're going to try and push him back. And look, with the Batman Ninja team in theory, at the very least with the Batman Ninja team, you can even come and drop him after 1 hit if you're insane like that, insanely good at the game, but I'm just not gonna try. I'm just not even gonna attempt that. Yeah, a little bit of an unfortunate series of events. Something that I really dislike about this man is having the Joker AI, because the Joker AI is one of the characters in the game that does the back off into a jump attack while you're trying to hit him the most amount of times, and in my opinion that's the most frustrating combo in the game because I don't have access to it. If I tried to do that, it simply wouldn't work as smoothly as for the AI, when I try to back off I would literally get hit. But for the AI, nah bro, I'm just gonna back off. We're kidding, I'm jumping on you. And yeah, Catwoman got killed there, but it was towards the end of the fight, so it didn't matter anyway. Yeah, that's as good as it goes with the Batman Ninja team. I'm not gonna show you every single fight. As you can see, we went all the way to half health. I'm gonna show you the good fights with the teams that did a reasonable performance here. For here we have the Banshee team. The Banshee team did well enough. You have 2 options here. You can go for 2 disables with the usual gameplay, which I did sometimes. Or you can go with 3 disables to make sure that your reverse flash is going to be safe on tagging. By the way, if you don't get hit by the first 2 parts of the special 2, you can dodge it by tagging out when the Robin is coming towards you. I'm not sure if I will do it in this fight specifically, but you can definitely do that. Yeah, going for 3 disables, just having an easier time for my boy reverse flash because he's not taking those hits very well. With this team, usually both Power Girl and Reverse Flash are dead by the end of the fight, and Banshee is just there struggling to stay alive until the timer hits 0. Reverse Flash back in there, doing a little bit of combo. Banshee back in there, third special. Gonna back off, special 1. Special 1 again. Another special 1, 3 disables. It is not optimal to do it like this usually, and I don't like doing it like this because you're going to not be able to disable anything with the third special upon use. So when you have 2 disables applied and use third special and you disable 1 more ability, you have to use special 1 only once. In this scenario, I'm going to have to use special 1 3 times to get back to 3 disables, so it's not 1 additional special 1, it's 2 of them if you understand 3 disables gameplay. That's why I don't like it too much. So Banshee would receive a huge buff if she could disable specials with the third special regardless if all of them are already locked. That would be interesting, like having the locking part of the ability apply after the damage has been triggered. That would be quite a huge buff to Banshee. I mean, not something game-breaking, but a quality of life feature. And everybody could maybe transition into 3 disables gameplay. Banshee back in there. Third special. I'm backing off here and I'm not trying to do it jump attack from a block because it's simply safer. Because as I have said in Flynn Suckerman, fight jump attacks are not the most reliable thing against this dude. And doing a little bit of combo, Banshee back in there. With this team I didn't really have to worry about the madness at all. The Banshee is quite high on the madness meter, but it doesn't matter too much. Because we don't have to sit in one place. We move around a lot. It happened to have madness beneath her a few times. She's got a little bit of madness. She's not gonna go crazy, okay? She's not gonna reach the full bar. That's all that matters. Also, you should kind of take... and yeah, I messed up over there. And I thought that my special 1 would trigger before her, before his special 2. Also, I tried a God Killer Infinite combo there. I do have God Killer on Reverse Flash, by the way. God Killer on Reverse Flash, 3rd level Dark Mail cards on Banshee, and 2nd level Dark Mail cards on Power Girl. And that was just to show you. I messed up on purpose, obviously, as I usually do, just to show you that the Reverse Flash Infinite combo doesn't really work against this dude, because he simply hits too fast. He hits you too fast. Now, for the Raven League of Anarchy team, I have not had a great time with this team at all. I thought that, oh, I have access to Raven, less of Joker League of Anarchy. What could go wrong? We're going to kill this man in 2 days. But nah, bro. Problem is, if you want to have a safe gameplay, you have to lock him in the corner and do an infinite combo in the corner. But you can't really do that because he stacks madness on the ground and your characters will simply die to it. But Sequel, you just said that you can back off to reset where madness drops. Yeah, but not really with this team because they are going to get obliterated by his specials. I'm trying to do that to an extent. Also to mention that my Raven has absolutely no gears, so she's gonna be one-shot by any of his specials. But yeah, we're going to try to do our best. Last of Joker doesn't really stay on the entirety of the madness. Also, we don't have all the passive stats here because we have 3rd level Dark Metal cards on Last of Joker, Regen Matrix on EPI to tank the super move, and Nora Snow Globe on Raven to heal herself when she does specials. And you might be like, why didn't you let Raven die though? She would have spawned the clone, she would have given your Last of Joker more damage. Nah, it's not reliable for this one, because he might just kill the clone and immediately kill Raven as she gets spawned in without you having any counterplay to it, so I don't like doing that. Even back in their special one, sometimes you simply have to take the madness, because if I was to avoid sitting on the madness for the entirety of the gameplay, then I would simply deal no damage. Last of Joker back in there, sitting on the madness, madness is building up, what can you do about it but we're doing good damage. We're at peak performance here with 5 stacks, we're doing good damage, I'm gonna take that trait. Because unless the meter is full, it's worthless. It does absolutely nothing to you unless it kills you. But yeah, there I let Joker stack too much madness. What you should do is get to like, let's say 3/4 of madness and then try to avoid it. Because there it was simply a situation where he played normally and simply just stepped on it for a bit and he got transformed because he was at full meter. Just try not to reach full meter. Go with 3/4 of it and at that point try to actively avoid it. I'm going to do a little bit of Raven gameplay in here, but let me know in the comments what you think about this dude, if you think he's the hardest one. And I'm referring the hardest one in terms of gameplay. Collector vs Superman and Raven most likely will take more time for the free-to-play side of things with the tools that I'm using here to kill. But that's because they got unfair stuff going on, like unfair immunities, not because necessarily of hard gameplay. And yeah, I can't wait to get Balance Lives and Deathstroke on this account. I've been waiting for so long. And do you think we dropped Balance Lives on this one? Like this account, it would be such a blessing to get either Deathstroke or Balance Lives. It would be insane for this account to get even one drop. Do you think we got it? A little bit of a cleanup with the Bad Ninja team, and yeah, again, no Balance Lives and no Deathstroke. And it's so lame, like the only legendary character I got on this account was Mr. Freeze. What am I supposed to do on a free-to-play account with Mr. Freeze, with no gears and no beta club on this account? That's totally worthless, and when there's characters that I can actually use, I don't drop them. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.